answered earlier that you see it impacting the world, you impacting everywhere, in the
Hmm.
acting and filming scene globally, right?
Hmm.
So with that type of impact, what do you use? What do you use for good with it? With the impact that you have, how do you use it for
What do I?
good?
How do I use it for good?
Yes.
Just just being me. Just be a good person. Be humble. Don't be arrogant. Don't look down your nose at people. Try to help people if you can. Um, be personable. You know, when I do step out, people see me and they want to talk, and we have a conversation, small talk, and then they be like, "Man, you cool as hell. I never would have thought. You so mean and this and that on TV." And I'd be like, "Yeah, bro, it's just roll. This me." You know. So my impact is just me being me. You understand what I'm saying? And when you have that normalcy and humbleness to just be you, who you are, and be confident in who you are, regardless as to what people think about you, then that's it. So for me, that's my impact, and I wouldn't even change it. Honestly, I love it.
Period. Thank you so much,
You're welcome.
Mr. Alfonso. So I did have a different type of question for you, if you don't mind answering.
No, go ahead.
Um, okay, for an actor who's appeared in over 40 films in such a short time, there are likely many stories that don't make it to the screen.
Yes.
However, are there any off-camera moments or learning experiences from directors or peers that has significantly influenced your acting philosophy?
Yeah. Yeah. Um. Hell yeah. Um. I just say when you get into this, man, just learn the business. Learn the business. Um. Know your worth. Stand your ground, and just know the business. Uh. Make sure the contracts are ironclad. They what they're supposed to be. Make sure the NDAs are what they're supposed to be if need be. Um, and again, all of that just falls in under knowing the business. Uh, don't become arrogant. Don't become so successful that you forget how you got there. Um, but just at the end of the day, just know the business and be a solid person. And I got stories. I ain't gonna go into them, but that's my best advice on that.
Period. And I definitely have one last one about creative freedom, if you don't mind.
Hmm.
Okay. So many actors eventually step into directing or screenwriting to tell stories they feel passionate
Hmm.
about. Do you have any personal project or themes you love to explore through writing or directing? Perhaps those that mainstream media often overlooks. Let's talk about it.
Um, I really see. Here's the thing: when you're writing and you're putting out content, you have to know your audience. Like Tyler Perry knows his audience. We know what Tyler Perry's audience is, and he caters to that, regardless as to the backlash that he gets. He knows his audience, and he pretty much sticks to it. For me, I want to do something that my audience will enjoy, but I want it to be different at the same time and relatable. So I'm in the process of trying to work those things out now, but that's my goal to put something out that's a little different, but something that my audience will still love and like. So once I can really figure that out, then that's when everything else is just going to start flowing.
I definitely appreciate that. Do you ever think, sometimes, like, with even the things that you think of that you want to do or areas you want to touch, is there anything that's so far beyond you that you like, you know what, I just might maybe like sci-fi. I know you done thriller, but like, back in the day there was a sci-fi channel.
Yeah.
Would you ever
What?
just
It's funny you. I just had I got an offer for a sci-fi film um, recently, and I had to turn it down because of the I wasn't with the storyline. I didn't like it. But sci-fi again. That is. That's one of them genres where if it ain't right, it's gonna be cheesy and corny, and you don't want that. So, am I against it? No. Would I do it? Definitely. It just got to be right. You know. But that is another genre that I haven't done. I would do it. It just got to be done right.
Period. I would love to see you as like some type of cybernetic being. That would be real cool.
Yeah, yeah. When you start talking those type of films, man, that budget got to be right because the film got to be right. Because if it ain't, it's just gonna be like, what the hell is this? Why is he no? And I don't want that.
Hey, I'm sorry for laughing, y'all. I'm so sorry. I just seen the only
But
cheesy
you
film I
know what I'm
ever
talking
watched.
about though. Like, what is like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be that guy. I don't.
You know what? Sometimes though, some of them cheesy films be good. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I
Right.
like sci-fi films too. I think they get interesting at times.
They do,
Yeah,
but they got to be right. Because if they ain't, it's just like, man, I'm about to turn this shit off. Like, I don't like. They got to be right.
yeah, like that new RoboCop back in the like a couple years ago. That one put the old one to shame. Even though it's still my favorite, the old one. That black gear they put on him, I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? It
Yeah,
had to be a step
I haven't
above to
saw
fit
that
what you
yet.
mean.
I haven't seen that. I'm
Oh,
gonna
it's
have to check that out.
good. And they got somebody tall too. They got somebody play it. He was taller and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, because the first guy, he wasn't even a big guy at all.
Mm-mm. He might have been muscular, but he wasn't tall. So it was
Yeah, I'm
it
gonna have
was
to
just
check
a
that
different.
out.
It looked like ex military such and such. So it was pretty good. So yeah. Anyone else have any more questions? I don't want to be greedy on the stage. Y'all know me.
After this one, we would like to bring you back with a feedback of any kind of projects that you actually are doing and coming with.
You say, what am I doing and coming with?
Yeah, no, we would like to bring you back, like with a feel, like with an upcoming, like like any projects that are coming.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. I definitely come back, man. I enjoyed these last couple hours.
Appreciate you.
That's a that's a fact. So I do have another question for you before we
Hmm.
who were some of the mentors that guided you through the early stages of career? Did you go to Cass Tech? A lot of my friends went to Cass Tech and graduated and stuff like that. We are on
I
our way
was
moving to Detroit right now, to like Midtown area. Me and my
I was
children.
not a technician. I was a stag from McKenzie. Nothing against the technicians, but I was not that. But no, I went to McKenzie. I graduated from there. Long, 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 long time ago.
Yeah, it's still one of the best schools in the city, though. You know what I'm saying? Still one of the
Well,
best
yeah,
schools.
because they knocked it down, then rebuilt another one, and it ain't where I went, but it's still McKenzie. It's just different now.
All right. So, what do you say to the people that's wanting to strive to become an actor or actress, but still remain authentic like you are? What kind of advice would you give them? That's my final
Man,
question.
just have humility, man, and be humble. Just don't ever think that because you on TV that you are any better than anybody else. Also know that this is not